Hello, welcome to Life Quotes, channel where you find quotes from interesting people. The sense of unhappiness is so much easier to convey than that of happiness. In misery, we seem aware of our own existence, even though it may be in the form of a monstrous egotism. This pain of mine is individual. This nerve that winces belongs to me and to no other. But happiness annihilates us. We lose our identity. Graham Greene. You'll never get ahead of anyone as long as you try to get even with him. Lou Holtz. One word of encouragement can be enough to spark someone's motivation to continue with a difficult challenge. Roy T. Bennett. If you start by promising what you don't even have yet, you'll lose your desire to work towards getting it. Paulo Coelho. Motivation is the fuel necessary to keep the human engine running. Zig Ziglar. When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans and set sail once more toward your coveted goal. Napoleon Hill.
When someone tells me no, it doesn't mean I can't do it. It simply means I can't do it with them. Karen Equinones.
The grand essentials to happiness in this life are something to do, something to love, and something to hope for. George Washington Burnap. I don't know what's worse, to not know what you are and be happy, or to become what you've always wanted to be and feel alone. Daniel Keyes. I'd far rather be happy than right any day. Douglas Adams. It was only a sunny smile, and little it cost in the giving, but like morning light it scattered the night and made the day worth living. F. Scott Fitzgerald. Happiness consists in frequent repetition of pleasure. Arthur Schopenhauer. And hand in hand on the edge of the sand, they danced by the light of the moon. Edward Lear. Actual happiness always looks pretty squalid in comparison with the overcompensations for misery. And of course, stability isn't nearly so spectacular as instability. And being contented has none of the glamour of a good fight against misfortune, none of the picturesqueness of a struggle with temptation or a fatal overthrow by passion or doubt. Happiness is never grand. Aldous Huxley. I felt once more how simple and frugal a thing is happiness. A glass of wine, a roast chestnut, a wretched little brazier, the sound of the sea. Nothing else. Nikos Kazantzakis. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Aristotle. A quiet, secluded life in the country, with the possibility of being useful to people to whom it is easy to do good, and who are not accustomed to have it done to them. Then work which one hopes may be of some use. Then rest, nature, books, music, love for one's neighbor. Such is my idea of happiness. Leo Tolstoy. Now and then it's good to pause in our pursuit of happiness and just be happy. Guillaume Apollinaire. With mirth and laughter, let old wrinkles come. William Shakespeare. Don't sacrifice yourself too much, because if you sacrifice too much, there's nothing else you can give and nobody will care for you. Karl Lagerfeld. Everyone wants to live on top of the mountain, but all the happiness and growth occurs while you're climbing it. Andy Rooney. It takes 3 to make love, not 2. You, your spouse, and God. Without God, people only succeed in bringing out the worst in one another. Lovers who have nothing else to do but love each other soon find there is nothing else. Without a central loyalty, life is unfinished. Fulton J. Sheen. And therein lies the whole of man's plight. Human time does not turn in a circle, it runs ahead in a straight line. That is why man cannot be happy. Happiness is the longing for repetition. Milan Kundera. The only time you fail is when you fall down and stay down. Stephen Richards. I am very happy because I have conquered myself and not the world. I am very happy because I have loved the world and not myself. Sri Chinmoy. I don't think that there are any limits to how excellent we could make life seem. Jonathan Safran Foer. I'm a kind of paranoiac in reverse. I suspect people of plotting to make me happy. J.D. Salinger. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Dalai Lama XIV. I've always thought people would find a lot more pleasure in their routines if they burst into song at significant moments. John Barrowman,